Alan Greenspan used to argue that government is best when it governs least. But as chairman of America's Federal Reserve, the world's biggest central bank, he arguably exercised more economic power than any other government official in history. He admitted it was a job that forced him to reject his earlier principles.
I cannot think of a day during my 18 and a half years at the Federal Reserve that I didn't learn something new. Now, unfortunately, half of what I learned was that what I had believed previously was false.
President Ronald Reagan picked Greenspan to lead the Fed. The economist impressed with a plan to save the Social Security national pension system from bankruptcy. The plan included a huge tax increase and raising the retirement age. He faced considerable challenges, the 1987 Wall Street crash and the Asia financial meltdown. Each time, the Federal Reserve flooded the world with dollars.
The United States can pay any debt it has because we can always print money to do that.
But when Greenspan shrank the dollar supply by raising interest rates in 2000, critics claimed that collapsed the so-called dot-com bubble. Bill Clinton renominated the Republican Greenspan, and between them, the two helped wipe out the US budget deficit and created actual surpluses. When Clinton's successor, George W. Bush, wanted sweeping tax cuts, Greenspan gave us okay. Greenspan warned about what he called the irrational exuberance of the market, but drove down the cost of borrowing. Cheap credit helped create a housing bubble. Soon after Greenspan retired, the housing market collapsed, creating a huge financial crisis. The Fed had to bail out some of the nation's biggest financial names and watch others go bust. Greenspan admitted he had put too much trust in the free market's ability to correct its own excesses.
I made a mistake in presuming that the self-interest of organizations, specifically banks and others, was such as that they were best capable of protecting their own shareholders and the equity in the firms.
Critics blame Greenspan for promoting conditions for the Great Meltdown.
This guy is a criminal. He has destroyed our country.
Once hailed as a monetary wizard, Alan Greenspan's legacy includes historic debts, claims of mismanagement, and criticism he didn't have the foresight needed to help drive the world's biggest economy.